What happens when justice turns personal? When grief clouds your judgment, and even heroes can't see the line between right and wrong. Episode 8 of Daredevil Born Again is a descent into chaos, betrayal, and painful truths.
He was away, and she was in charge. It was her. She did it.
What are you doing?
Benjamin Poindexter, also known as Bullseye, begins this episode in prison. But he doesn't act like someone who believes he belongs there. That's because in his mind, he doesn't. Vanessa Fisk, the one who used him, might have promised him something different. He feels betrayed. To him, prison isn't punishment. It might be a broken deal.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Right. Hear that all the time. Stop at the line.
What is this?
Welcome to your new digs.
No, I was told I'm supposed to.
Dex is not in denial about what he did. He knows he's a killer. What he denies is that he should be locked up like this, left behind after serving someone else's goals. His sense of justice is warped, but it's real to him. That's the mask he wears, not one of guilt, but of entitlement. When Fisk has him moved to general population, it's a quiet death sentence. The guards don't care. The other inmates want him dead. For the first time, Dex is truly on his own. No protection, no promises. But instead of being broken by this, he adapts. After Matt bashed his face and broke his tooth, Bullseye uses the tooth to escape. This isn't just smart, it's terrifying. It shows that he's still sharp, still dangerous, and still angry. Dex represents what happens when dangerous people are lied to. Vanessa's betrayal didn't just leave him locked up, it created a storm. He isn't driven by guilt, but by revenge. One of the darkest moments in this episode is when Fisk shows Vanessa her old lover, Adam, tied up, and gives her the choice to set him free or kill him. Vanessa chooses to kill Adam.
I promise I won't ever leave you again.
I know.
This moment reveals the true nature of Fisk and Vanessa's relationship. It's not built on love in the traditional sense. It's built on control. In this world, love isn't about affection or protection. It's about power and dominance. Fisk's love for Vanessa is possessive, and Vanessa's love for him is about loyalty and survival. By killing Adam, Vanessa isn't just following Fisk's orders. She's embracing the darkness within herself. She chooses power over human connection. This isn't just a choice between men. It's a symbolic act of her taking control of her own destiny, no longer just standing behind Fisk, but wearing her own crown of power and corruption. Fisk and Vanessa's relationship is a dark commentary on the corrupting influence of power. Vanessa's decision to kill Adam is the point where she fully steps into Fisk's world, leaving her innocence behind. In the end, their love isn't about intimacy. It's about control and how far people are willing to go to maintain that control. Matt's conversation with Heather is one of the most revealing moments of the episode. Heather calls both Daredevil and Muse underdeveloped boys hiding behind masks. This hits Matt hard because, deep down, he sees himself in that description.
It's a pretty dark view. I mean, I think they're completely different animals.
You weren't there, Matt.
No, I know. I'm just saying that Muse tried to kill you. Daredevil saved you.
I saved me. They were both out there for themselves.
Matt is a man constantly at war with himself. He wears his own mask as Daredevil, hiding behind it because he believes it's his duty to save others. Heather, on the other hand, believes that people should save themselves. She questions the need for self-sacrifice and sees Matt's actions as an excuse to avoid confronting his own pain. This moment reflects the two sides of heroism, one that's driven by sacrifice and one that's more self-serving. Is Matt truly helping others, or is he just running from his own issues by putting on the mask? The contrast between Matt and Heather's views shows how heroism is not just about wearing a mask or fighting villains. It's about the motivations behind those actions. Is Matt saving people because he feels it's his duty, or is it an escape from his own personal demons? As Fisk continues to tighten his grip on the city, we see another key theme: corruption dressed as order. Fisk's anti-vigilante task force is a facade of justice, but in reality, it's just a tool for him to maintain power. He uses fear, manipulation, and backroom deals to control everyone around him. But not everyone is fooled. Urich is still digging for the truth, trying to uncover the darkness that's been hidden under the shiny surface of order and control. She knows it could cost her everything, but she's willing to take that risk, just like her uncle did.
Do you know that Wilson Fisk was the main suspect in your uncle's murder?
Yeah, I did. Why do you think I'm here?
This battle between truth and power is at the heart of Daredevil. Fisk represents the corruption that comes with unchecked power, while Urich represents the relentless pursuit of truth, no matter the cost. This ongoing struggle between truth and power is what fuels the conflict in the series, and it's reaching a boiling point. Matt's world shatters when he realizes that Foggy drank to celebrate a victory. The hit on Foggy wasn't random. It was planned, and Matt finally admits to himself that the murder was personal.
His case with dumb Betty.
Matt, I am really trying to understand you here.
Christ, he knew he was gonna win and somebody silenced him.
This realization breaks Matt, pushing him to the edge. He's no longer the calm, controlled hero we've seen before. In a brutal, raw interrogation scene with Poindexter, Matt's emotional restraint breaks, and we see him begin to cross the line into darkness. For a moment, he becomes the very thing he's been fighting against. This moment marks a turning point for Matt. He's no longer the hero who can always separate his emotions from his actions. The death of Foggy and his raw reaction represent the gradual corruption of the hero, as Matt becomes more and more consumed by his need for revenge. The black and white ball is the climax of the episode. The title Black and White suggests a clear divide between good and evil, but as we've seen, things aren't so simple in this episode. At the ball, everyone is pretending to be something they're not. Vanessa smiles, Blake shows off, and Matt dances, but beneath the surface, the truth begins to come out. The masks they wear, metaphorically speaking, start to crack.
Yet still probable cause for visit from my task force.
Is that a threat?
No, of course not. It's merely a warning.
The biggest twist happens when Matt confronts Vanessa. He learns that she knows that he is Daredevil, and even worse, she ordered the death of Foggy. He interrupts Vanessa and Wilson's dance. He accuses her of being responsible for Foggy's death, and she admits it. But then, as Matt realizes the gravity of the situation, the sound of a gun loading fills the air. He suddenly understands that Bullseye isn't aiming at Vanessa. He's aiming at Fisk. Matt makes a split-second decision to dive in front of the bullet, taking the shot meant for Fisk. The bullet Matt takes is a powerful symbol of the cost of his choices. Throughout the show, Matt has always been willing to fight for what he believes is right, even if it means putting himself in danger. By jumping in front of the bullet meant for Fisk, he shows just how far he's willing to go for the people around him, even those he doesn't like or trust, like Fisk. This moment shows that Matt's sense of duty and sacrifice is stronger than his personal feelings. The fact that he's bleeding on the floor highlights the internal struggle he faces. How much of himself is he willing to give up to protect others? Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.